How's it gone so far? You've had one game already, but how are the squad shaping up? I know you probably want to make a few more moves, but happy with your first couple of weeks with the lads back?
Well, it's all a bit about fitness, and I think the lads have come back in a reasonable shape as they usually do now. But like I say, I think that's something we can improve on, and the boys have worked hard, and they've impressed me with the desire and the commitment that they've showed to pre-season. It's not the best time of year, but you know, it's something that has to be done. You know, we need to be in good shape, and there's no easy way to do that. So, but yeah, pleased overall. But like I say, a lot more hard work, you know, to come.
As far as new signings are concerned, you've brought in a couple already. How close are you to making further permanent additions to your squad?
Very close. You know, the I's need dotting and T's need crossing on a number of players now. You know, we know where sort of the deficiencies are now in the squad, and you know, we need to bring players in, the right players for the right price and with the right mindset. So, but yeah, there should be some movement, I would have thought, in the next probably 2 to 7 days.
How difficult has it been, bearing in mind the financial constraints at the club after the takeover, to try and get players in?
Very difficult. It's you know, I'm not going to lie to anybody. It's, you know, the world is built on finance, and if somebody's got more money to spend, they usually get that better player. But some of the players we've gone after, we've met personally. You know, I think they've enjoyed what we've had to say, and I've personally enjoyed what you know their desire is to come to Torquay. So they've got to be right. They've got to be within our price range, and they've got to be hungry, and they've got to have a desire to want to succeed and to achieve. But yeah, I say it's been tough, but like I say, I knew that before I took the job on. I'm not complaining. It's just something we've just got to get on with. Ashley
Yeoman, I saw training out there. Obviously scored 5 goals in your opening pre-season friendly. Are you impressed by him? It's probably the first time you've seen him closely. Is he doing enough to warrant possibly getting a new deal?
He's doing well. He's doing well. I think once again, I'm not one that's you know, that just jumps in two-footed. I'd like to be patient. I like to be analytical, and you know, we'll keep monitoring Ash. But he did himself no harm at all, scoring 5 goals of the night. His fitness levels are good. He's got a good mindset, and like I say, we're interested. But I need to be 100% certain about the players that I bring to this club. I know I'm going to make mistakes because I'm only human, but you know, I've got to minimalise those mistakes because of the finances I've got to play with.
A couple of other names I saw that played early in the week. Probably the one that jumps out as somebody kind of a lot of people have heard of, Exodus Geoghegan, who I know played for you at Mansfield. Will he be the sort of player you'll be signing? What's the story there?
Well, he's an experienced boy that's won this league. You know, he's in my team. You know, that won this a couple of years ago. Very, very experienced. Knows this league like the back of his hand. But once again, everything will come down to finance. Is a number of centre backs we're talking to. You know, and it will all come down to finance, realistically, rather than do I want him or whether I don't. You know, we'll make an offer to X and see what comes back. But he's one I'd like at the football club. We saw in the game the other night. You know, he's not fully match fit yet, but you can just see that the presence that the lad has, and you know, the throw that he possesses is, you know, and the assists you get from that are massive. So he's one, yeah, he's one we've spoke to. He's one we'll be making an offer to. But like you say, it's a case of you know, we've had to cut a cloth accordingly. We'll see what we get back.
Can the Paul Cox factor perhaps sway it a little bit, as you've worked with him before and won the league with him before?
I don't know. You probably have to ask X that. Like I say, he's a good lad. He's still hungry at 30 years of age, which I like. He was hungry to come all the way down here. He's hungry to play in a trial game when some people that, you know, probably in the same position as him would probably say, you know, I'm looking for something permanent before I come on trial. You know, that I like. But like I say, it's the fact of the matter is it's down to finance. If I can sway bodies, which I hope I can, brilliant. But if not, then we'll have to move on.
Levi Ives, I noticed he wasn't here today. Is basically, do you think he will return to the club, or do you think that's kind of it now?
Well, I think Levi's is going to be going and playing in a trial game for a League One club. Speaking to to his representatives, the club has for a number of days now. I think they see his future away from Torquay, which is fine. Everyone wants to do things at the highest level. We respect that, and we'll make sure that we, that if that happens, we'll be compensated accordingly. But like I say, it's one of these scenarios where I want people that want to stay and fight and play for Torquay. I want those players in my squad. The ones that don't, then it's a simple equation. They have to go and find a club elsewhere. And
you've obviously brought John Ramshaw in alongside you, and Kenny Vasey's back. It must be nice to have a team around you that you know and trust. Yeah,
it was. I was sweeping the floors and cleaning the worktops at one point. So it's nice to have. Especially with John, we go back a while. We've been successful together. He was at Mansfield as a youth team coach, very successful there. Set up a great academy and youth set up there, and brought some great kids through. He's experienced. Working with first team and the young players. And Ken, he's been cool since he's been back. He's fitted into the team, like a glove. And I'm looking forward to working with him this season.